Jazzcast Pros.
You better finish that book, girl. You better finish that book. What matters is that you do what you know you're called to do. How do I do that, Dr. Pam? You're so good at giving us instructions on what to do, but you're not telling me how to do it. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Whatever your big dream goal is, I'm going to tell you what I tell my students when I go to the college. Welcome to Grace and Grind, the podcast redefining what it means to act like a lady, but think like a boss. All while helping female professionals navigate the intricacies of the workplace with poise, confidence, and grace. Pamala is saying she needs to finish her book. Finish your book. Me too, right? Me too. It's still in there. It's still in there. It's in you to do for a reason. It's in you to do. Desires are in you for. Didn't we just read that? Didn't we just read about hope and faith and all that? Good morning, Aunt Ruth. Didn't we just read about that? Many Christians have misunderstood this word hope, believing that it denotes wishful thinking. When God puts something in you, that's not wishful thinking. It's intentional. It's in you for a reason. You're supposed to do something with that, right? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, but you can't see it. It's the evidence of things unseen. Then what that means is you have a big dream goal. You know you're supposed to do it. You have a calling. You have a crusade that's in you. You have a gift burning in you. You have something in you that is you can feel it physically. It's a burning desire and you want to do it, but you're afraid because of that evidence part that's unseen, right? You're hoping, but you allow your fear, your worry, your naysayers, your dream killers and dream stillers, your family. Pam have so many ideas. She always starting something and not finish it. Well, I'm not supposed to finish it. It's not time for that. But I had a huge epiphany and learning that everything that God gives me is not for right now. Sometimes God gives you stuff for the future and you'll know when. But I have to test the waters. Control. Okay, it's me. I got to see if it's going to work. I'll execute it. I'll write out my list. I have my big dream goal. And usually when God says yes to something, it's something that he put inside of me, and then it awakens and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And I put it on my list. I have a list and it has like 50 things on it. Okay. I've checked off a lot of them, right? But I have a list of things and they all work in concert together. But what I needed to learn is just because he gives it to me today doesn't mean it's for today, right? So when people see me executing and doing things and I do this and you want me to do that? I'll do that and I'll do it. And then I'm like, okay, this works. And I'll put it aside. I know it works. So when I pick it up, I already know what to do. That's just the way I roll, right? Write your list. I'm giving you the steps. If you have a big dream goal and it feels like it's too big for you and it's in your head, that's why it's seeming too big, because it's in your head. Life is in your head. Your job is in your head. Your spouse is in your head. Your children's in your head. Your little girl, unhealed little girl, little boy is in. You got too much in there, right? So take it out. Take it out. Top of the ladder. I do mines in a ladder. When I'm teaching this class, I teach it I use a ladder, like a ladder that you step on to get up on the roof, a ladder. And each rung on the ladder, each step is another part of the goal. At the top on the roof is the big dream goal. So write your big dream goal on the roof. At the bottom of the ladder is where you are now. Right where you are now. Write down, I am here, and write down where here is. Then each rung on the ladder, you got to do your research. You got to know what you have to do to accomplish the goal to get to the rooftop, because that's our goal. I want to get to the rooftop from the bottom step of the ladder. Research what it is that you have to do to achieve this goal. Don't just go by what you think, right? Because you've never done it before. So you don't know all the steps. Google it. Google is your friend. Chat GPT it, AI it. I don't care which tool you use, but Google, what are the steps? For example, I would like to open I'm not going to maybe call it a group home, a home for young girls that have nowhere else to go, that has nobody else to lean on, right? I want to buy a mansion and I want to open it, make it so beautiful that it looks like a palace. And I want girls to come and live, and I'll be the person that resides in the home with them and doing this kind of stuff right here, right? Oh, we have the same goal. Yay. I love that. I love that. Right? So that's what I want to do, right? And I will. But I've never done it before. I don't know how to do it. So I had to Google it to find out what are the steps to become a group home owner. And I did all the steps. You got to get this and you got to get that. And then I wrote those steps down on the steps of the ladder. What you got to do, okay? Ultimately, you got to get a home, right? But that's not the first step. For me, I want it to be a nonprofit. You got to get a nonprofit. You got to, when you get a nonprofit, you have to get a grant writer. That's another step, to write the grant so that you can get the funding, so that you can buy the things that you need to go in the home, so that you can get the girls, right? Where am I going to get the girls from? How am I going to market to attract the girls? Am I going to connect with agencies? Like, what are you going to do? Right? Never done it before, right? But I've done the research and I put all the steps on the ladder. Now, are those all the steps? No. Why? Because red tape and things happen. Things that you weren't expecting happen. That's not on the ladder. What am I going to do? I'm going to fall in a rabbit hole? No. You're going to do what you need to do to get over that mountain or that molehill, because it's not a mountain yet. And we're not going to supersize it into a mountain, right? You already have the nonprofit. Now what you going to do, right? Do what you have to do. Find out what it is, whatever your rooftop, your big dream goal is. Put it up there. This is where you are, but this is where you're trying to go. Write your steps out and then work your steps. Now, when you write your steps out, put a date. Put a date. Because it's a dream if you don't. If you put a goal, it's a date. And do it. Now, sometimes when you're working it and, oh my God, this happened, it alters your date. It's okay. Don't fall in a rabbit hole because the date changed. It's okay. Adjust the date. Do what you got to do to get over that hurdle. And then check it off once you do it. And you keep going up the ladder with every step of the process. That's how you achieve your goal. And don't try to do it by yourself, because there are some parts of the goal that only you can do. But there are other parts of the goal that somebody else can do. Okay? You have to spend the most of your time on the work that only you can do. And then all that other stuff that somebody else can do, you let all the people get paid to do that. And let other people do that. And you do only the work that you can do. And get your people around you. Right? And check off every time you achieve one step of the goal, and celebrate you when you do that. When you accomplish something, celebrate it. It's okay. But we've got to stop not doing what it is we know we're supposed to do. Right? Because if you don't do it, somebody else will. I'm a witness. Have you ever had something and you know that you were supposed to do it and you didn't do it, and then you hear about it and somebody else is doing it? Well, I told you to clean up the bathroom and to clean up the kitchen. You only cleaned up the kitchen. So I have to get somebody else to clean up the bathroom because I told you to do it and you did not do it. Right? Have you guys ever had that experience? I've had that experience where I know I was supposed to do something. I know I was told, Pam, clean up the kitchen and the bathroom. But I thought the bathroom was too big for me. So I didn't do the bathroom. I only did the kitchen because it's manageable. And then I look up and somebody's in the bathroom. Somebody cleaning the bathroom? I was supposed to clean the bathroom. You're right, but you didn't. And I want the bathroom cleaned. So I'm going to give somebody else that chore because obviously, right? If something is supposed to get done, it's going to get done. Okay? It's going to get done. And getting it done don't mean you have to do it. It's going to get done. Right? But sometimes getting it done means that you do have to do it. Don't be afraid of it. Stop waiting to be fearless. You may not be fearless. You may have to, I'm telling you, I was afraid of this, but I'm here. I was supposed to tell somebody that whatever it is that you're supposed to birth, you've been pregnant way too long. Have the baby already. What you waiting on? Push. Push. Tam said this was needed. Thank you. You're welcome. Push. Push. I guarantee you, if you push, he will be there to catch your baby. Push. You've been pregnant way too long. I don't know about y'all, but I was in labor way too long with it, and I was feeling it. I was feeling it. Okay, feeling it. In labor way too long. Labor has a season. Labor has a season. Pregnancy has a season. If not now, when? If not now, when? Especially if you're like me and you're in your third or fourth quarter. I'm 59 years old. I have lived more years than I have to live. I don't have another 59 years. I don't have another 59. And I know this. So if not now, when? When are you going to do what you know you're supposed to do? Listen, stress and worry and all of that will age you quicker than I don't know what. Right? And when you're worrying about, when you're in labor too long, it will show up on your face. Okay? When you are laboring with that inner child that needs to come out of you, it will show up in your face. It will show up on your body. Okay? It will show up. I used to stress eat, not salad. Okay? Stress eat. Listen. And then one day I looked at myself and I said, who was that? I couldn't believe it was me. I couldn't believe it. And I look at myself every day. I couldn't believe it was me. And one day I looked at myself and I said, who is that? Because I could see the wear and tear of my emotional stuff in my face. Who is that? And I didn't like what I saw. And because I understand that I have the power to control, I changed some things. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you no longer recognize you emotionally and physically, only you can change that. Only you can change that. Ask yourself, bring your self-awareness into center and listen to what your body is saying to you. Listen internally to what you're hearing. Listen to you and ask yourself, why am I doing this to myself? I told you guys, I've done a lot of things to myself that I wish I could undo, but I can't. It's now a part of my fabric. It's a part of my fabric, right? I can't take it out. Do I want to take it out? Yes. We all have pages in our book of life that we want to tear out, shred, burn, and then flush to ashes. We all have pages. But guess what? You can do all that. But it's still in there. But nothing has to be wasted. Turn your pain into power. Take your life back. Right? Take your life back. Because you have the power to. You do not have to live in dismay. You do not have to live depressed. You do not have to live with anxious and worry and fear and unforgiveness and resentment and hatred and disappointment and embarrassment and shunning yourself and regret. And I can go on and on and on. You don't have to. Yeah, turn your pain into power. You don't have to. When you turn your pain into power, that is the most significant fuel that you can use to move you to the next level. For me, it was. Okay, for me, it was. Because only I know what I've gone through. Like, really. I have best friends. They don't know everything. Okay, only you know everything about you. Your best friends and the people that you confide in, they don't know everything that you've gone through. Because sometimes if you don't want anything else to get out, if you don't want something to get out, you have to keep it in. You can't tell everybody everything. Nobody knows everything about me except me. And it's going to be just like that. Because you can't tell everything. So I say all that to say, the pain that you're carrying, nobody really understands the significance of its weight except you. Nobody understands that. They can relate to theirs, what they picked up on their brick road. They can't relate to yours. Cannot. So don't expect people to understand what you've gone through and what you're going through, because it's your brick road that you're on. It's not theirs. It's not for them to understand. It's your brick road, right? So don't get upset and don't take it personally if somebody doesn't understand or if they act like they don't understand. It's not theirs. It's yours. They don't have to understand. They're having a difficult time understanding their own stuff. Okay? I don't know why I went there, but somebody needed to hear this, obviously. Write your steps down, put the date, and just start checking it off. Just do it. Just do it. Don't wait until you don't feel fear. I'm scared every morning. Are they going to receive me? The one person that's supposed to receive me, I'm good with that. I shouldn't say I'm scared because I'm not, because I know how to do what I do. But I used to be I still do this though. This is what I'm afraid of. I'm going to come on here and nobody shows up. Right? That thing comes in and I have to be like, well, get out of here with that. I'm not getting ready to let that stop me. I have very low numbers, right? I got 2 people on Facebook and I have 7 people on TikTok. But out of those 9 people, I know God sent one somebody that needed this message. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I had to get there, right? I had to get there. Doesn't matter. Because that one person that was reached can change the world. Because I obeyed and honored what God told me to do. Flo said, me. Boala said, with more than 5 friends. Thank you. Thank you. But you don't know who you're supposed to impact. So you can't worry about that. You just have to move, do, go, and be what it is that you're supposed to do, go, and be. You can't worry about that. Let me tell you what God told me. Now, I need a lot of money right now. This is my truth. I need a lot of money right now, right? Well, I'm not talking about no $1,000, okay? I need a lot of money right now. So I said, okay, I'm going to go live and I'm going to put my fee up and charge. And God said, no, you're not. And I was like, what you talking about, Willis? No, you're not. I need you to have impact over income. Now, I told you guys, I like to be in control, right? I likes to be in control. So normally in the back of my mind, I'll be thinking about, okay, now how can I monetize this? Because I'm great. I help people with their ideals all the time about how do you monetize you? That's a gift that I have. I can help people do that. And when God said to me, I want you to focus on impact over income and trust that I got you. Again, I was like, what you talking about, Willis? Didn't you hear me just pray and tell you I need a lot of money? I'm talking about tens of thousands of grands. I told you, what you talking about? Impact over income. But you know what? I listened. And you know what happened? Y'all know what happened? Somebody gifted me $25 and said impact over income. I can't tell you how that touched my heart. I can't tell you how significant that was for me, because God said, just do what I'm telling you to do and don't worry about it. I didn't ask. I wasn't expecting. I am showing up every day. That is the first $25 of the tens of thousands that I know is coming. And when I started to feel, I'm trying to get through this and not cry. Oh my goodness. When I started to feel that thing of, you told me to do this. And you told me impact over income. And you told me you were going to do this. When I started to get in that place of, how long you want me to do this? Because people pay $2,500 an hour for this. How long you want me to do this? Right? $25 came. Not $2,500. 25. But in that moment, it felt like 2,500. When I tell you, thank you for listening, because I know God told you to bless me. Thank you. Because I felt like in that moment that I was in the middle of the ocean drowning without a life raft. And then $25 came. And you guys may not understand my tears. But when God gives you a confirmation of just wait, just be patient and stop trying to control everything and do what I'm telling you to do, $25 is going to be multiplied. And my trust in God was fortified with $25. My trust in God was fortified with $25. If you know, you know. If you don't understand, I don't know what to tell you. But impact over income. And that's why I say to you guys, I don't care if one person is on here. If it's just one person, I'm going to still show up with everything I have in me the way God put it in me. Because you may be that one person that's going to go and change the world. You may be that one person that needs to be free from your internal bondage so that you can go and change the world. So, to my generous donor, thank you. With my whole heart, I thank you. And he does have you. He does. Buwala said he keeps telling me at the moment he got me taking care of my mom. He does have you. You just have to do what you know you're assigned to do. All things work together. So I am here. If you would have told little Pam, Linkadink, as my mother used to call me, if somebody would have told me when I was 5 years old, after having experienced my first real traumatic experience, that one day you're going to be online and somebody's going to give you $25, but it's only going to come after you've healed from this. Right? It's going to come after you've healed from this. I would have said, I'm never going to heal from this. How am I going to heal from this? This is too big. I can never heal from this. Don't you feel like that sometimes when you're carrying stuff? When you're carrying stuff that you feel like this is so unforgivable. This is so big. I'll never heal from this. How would I ever heal from this? I'm telling y'all, you can heal from every traumatic experience, every negative situation, every person that you wish never would have come into your life. You can heal from that. But in the moment when you're going through it, you can't see past what you're going through. Because in the moment, it seems like life is choking the very life out of you. Let me tell y'all something. I thank God every day for being emotionally free, because I was something else. I was something else. Why? Because I was hurting. I was hurting. And a lot of people were hurt because I was hurt, because I was hurting at the moment. I'm going to get you before you get me. That's the unhealed little Linkadink. I thank God I'm not that person anymore. But that does not mean that sometimes situations don't come to remind you of who you were. No more, Boala. No more. We're not doing that anymore. We're going to go on our inner healing journey, and we're going to focus on us, because hurt people hurt people. And emotionally, I hurt a lot of people. And I know I did. I can't undo it. But that's because I was hurting. Okay? Turn your pain into power. And the why you, my why you, was so that I could be here right now to tell you that, number one, you're not alone. And I know it feels like a very isolating place when that happens to you. It feels like you're the only one, right? You're not alone. It never should have happened, but it did. But it wasn't wasted. Because when you open up your home for young girls, you're going to deal with a lot of girls that also went through that same violating experience. And you're going to be able to tell them, baby girl, I know you went through that experience, but you have the power to control how it shows up, how it impacts you, how much power you give it, and how you respond to it. Now, come on, let me show you how. And so when I heard it wasn't about you, Pam, it wasn't about you. When I heard that, and I started to reflect on all of the women, all of the girls that I've helped because of what I went through, I began to thank God. And I began to stop saying, I wish that would have never happened to me. I don't wish that. Why? Because if it never happened to me, I couldn't be on here today giving you hope. I couldn't be on here today telling you that if God did it for me, and he is no respective person, okay? If he did it for me, he'll do it for you. But you got to do your work too. So I'm going to go back to all of the miracles that Jesus performed. He always told them to go and do something. Get in the pool. Put some mud on your eye. Bring me the vessels. So you have to do your work. Right? He'll perform the miracle. But you got to give him something, whatever he's telling you he's going to use to work with, you got to do that. So if he's telling you that water is troubled right now, get in the water, then get in the water. You can't be afraid because I don't know how to swim. Get in the water. If he's saying take some mud and put it on your eye, you can't be saying, "Oh, I don't like mud. I don't want that on my face." Okay. I told you to clean the kitchen, and I told you to clean the bathroom, and you went in there and cleaned the kitchen. You got two eyes, not one. You can't put mud on just one. If I tell you to cast your nets with an S and you cast one net, you guys understand what I'm saying? So it's not about why you, because the experiences that you've gone through were not for you. The experiences that I went through was so that I could be here today for you. So I'm going to give you my website, and you can go on there and you can fill out the contact sheet. It's going to pop up as soon as you come to my, thank you. As soon as you guys come to the website, make sure you go and sign up. Okay. The website is www.TOTALLYOU.com. Okay. www.totally and then the word YOU-NIQUE.com. And then sign up for the sheet. It's something like connect with me or stay in touch or whatever. Just put your information in there. And then when I do the mailings and stuff, you'll be on it. Okay. And you'll know when things are happening. Thank you guys for being here. You guys know what I'm going to say. I love you guys with my whole heart. I love you. I do. Always remember that you have the power to control how your trauma shows up in your life, how much power you give it, how you respond to it, and how it impacts you. All right? So now go and have yourselves a totally unique day on purpose. I love you lots. Until next time, ta-ta for now.